Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials. Welcome back to my product development series. We are back looking at the Tripteron 3D printer build for my class at Saudi State University, ME154, which is machine design for bachelor's in mechanical engineering. So, so we're putting this guy together. We were tracing out some of the STLs for the effector. We have finished the shoulder. We finished the shoulder bracket on last video, and we have just the effector left, and everything else is already finished, designed, is already copied. So, like I said, I have an upcoming assignment. The geometric design is due on Monday, which today is Friday. 5/20 Friday, so we have a few days to finish modeling every piece of the 3D printer, and then put it together for a compelling rendering. So what we're gonna do first is, firstly, I'm gonna have the arms connected, and then out of the arms, I'm gonna have I'm gonna do a few other things too. Like, I'm going to model some 608 ZZ bearings that are just to size, basically, nothing else. They're just to size. They're just solid cylinders that have some sort of offset, and then an inner ID and the outer ID, OD, the outer diameter. And then those will be modeled, and it will show a blow-away, an exploded view of, you know, here is this arm. This arm goes over this, and then there's one bearing that goes in here, one bearing that goes on the outside. And the reason why we are remodeling all the STLs is because we cannot perform any sort of joints on the STLs. And also later on in the assignment, in the project, we're going to be doing force analysis and stress analysis, mainly stress analysis. We're going to be doing stress analysis on each of the members, so that we know what type of bending we're going to be under normal load, and also under static load, you know, when the printer's just sitting there and we have a hot end inside of this effector here. And then after this is done here, we are pretty much ready to go. As far as Tech Shop just reopened, and they had some really cool, there's some things about the new shop I like and other stuff I don't like, but MakerBot's back up, so we will be ready to, and still not a lot of people are back there yet. A lot of people haven't come back since the reopening, so I will be probably having the MakerBot to myself for a while. So, you know, I'll go over there, turn on MakerBot, sit there, study, and it would probably be over a weekend, because now it's free to park over the weekend, as now the parking is paid. You have to pay to park instead of free parking like it used to be. So it'll probably only be weekends. Otherwise, I only have the funds to pay for going to school, and nothing else after, not sitting there for a few hour prints or whatever. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'll go there tomorrow, as today's Friday, and I believe Saturday counts as a weekend. Not Friday. I mean, sorry, Friday doesn't count as a weekend. Of course Saturday is going to count as a weekend. So we'll go back in there and maybe do some prints. I'll see about that tomorrow. But and I did actually start a print today for some contract work, so maybe go back in there tomorrow and do another print for one of these arms. Test out one of these arms and see how it looks. And then, of course, technically this whole printer would take 6 of those arms, so 6 of those different prints. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the with some of the pieces here. So we're going to do another sketch here, create sketch. Actually no, we're not creating a sketch, we're constructing a build plane off of the origin planes, this plane, and then we're going to do it back to, see, this is the thing, is that this is why I kind of like to draw the sketch first, and also they did something to make it where it's got like this 3D look. They changed something, I don't know what they changed. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a plane off of that surface. Okay, so I'm going to do a construction plane off of this surface right here. Turn back on. And actually what I could do is I could just do a sketch off that and project it forward. I actually like that idea. So what I'll do is, let's just do a sketch on there and I'll project it the other way. Let's just do a sketch off that, turn this back on, and there we go. We're ready to do what we need to do. Center diameter circle. So let's first do, find the center. This looks sort of to be around the center. I don't know if it actually is. Doesn't look like it. That might be the center. Let's see. Yeah. It's about right. Okay, and then we just need a straight line. Oh, it looks like this is not exactly the right height. Whatever. It's off by a little bit. Then I'm going to do a 3-point arc. Here to there. And then just match that up as close as I can. And then I'm also going to need to draw a line from here down. Finish the geometry. And then there we go. So then I should just be able to extrude this, this, all the way out. There we go. And that's all part of one body. So that's good. It joined it perfectly, and then I'm going to turn back on this guy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct a build plane off of this plane somewhere in the center of this mesh body. I'm just going to eyeball it. What side am I going to do? Let's do this side. So I'm just going to watch it for when it turns. That looks perfect. Okay, and then I believe that was 3 millimeters, if I could remember correctly. So just go ahead and draw a sketch off this. Oops. And then let's show. Okay. Project include off of the previous sketch. This circle and that circle. You get it? Okay, so now when I extrude, it should be 3 mil that way. Perfect. Alright, and there is our, oh yeah, and there were a few holes down here somewhere. I mean, it doesn't, it's not really necessary on this particular drawing. I don't even know how deep these things go. Actually, I don't even know if they're even holes. I mean, they look like they're holes. Doesn't even show me how deep they are. I don't know. Yeah, so let's go ahead and turn off mesh body, and there we go. There's the effect. Oh wait. So when we assemble everything, we don't want to have any sketchings shown. So let's go ahead and turn off the mesh body. This will have to have two bodies. I'll have to figure out why that's like that. Okay. Vector, tongue bracket. We don't need tongue bracket. We need the first arm, second arm. And let's go ahead and show panel Tripteron, and then let's create new folder. Assemblies, and then let's go ahead and start the build. Ooh, this one has sketches in it. No sketches. No sketches. Okay, it should be okay. This one's gonna be the arm assemblies. So basically, it will have each of those pieces joined. So what this is going to be is this is going to be one arm, right? One arm with the effector at the end. So it's going to be the shoulder. So let's call this, I can call it one link, one 4-bar. One 4-bar link. So let's just call it 4-bar. 4-bar link assembly. Because that's what it is. There's four linkages in this one 4-bar. So the first one you have is the shoulder, which go back to the other, whoopsies. Shoulder, I think that one's wrong, I need to delete that. Here's the shoulder. So you have the shoulder, the first arm, and so let's go ahead and joint it here and see what it looks like. Oh, this has got a sketch. Oh wait, no it doesn't. The shoulder, first arm, no sketches, okay, good. And second arm. I need to have it probably first arm. Let's have it not show the joints. So those are hidden, second arm. I don't know why it does that. I mean, who would want the joints to be shown in a rendering? Anyways, so yeah, I was gonna update those two, get rid of the little joint logo. Alright, there you go. Both joints gone. So basically this part this part goes here. So let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's just say that surface is linked to this surface somehow. Oh. One second. Okay, how do you make it stop animating joy? Okay. Oh man, I didn't want you to move it there. Oh god. Rip. Well, I guess we'll load it back up. Generally, you don't have any problems with Fusion, but lately, I've been having my fair share with these new updates. So I don't know what the hell they're doing with it, but they're going the wrong direction. Waiting. There it goes. I guess it was updating. All these were saved. Let's just start this over again. Okay. So let's delete this joint, and then let's see how broken this thing is. Well, still attached as one piece, but the question is, will it let me move this body by itself? See, it won't let me move that body. Okay. Oh, also another thing, instead of a rigid joint, that's not really what I wanted, but it should have still been able to resolve that with some sort of where it would actually snap to that position. Anyways, let's go ahead and move it so we're actually looking at, so it's going to be like that, sort of. And let's go ahead and capture that position. Then let's go ahead and get a joint here, and this is a revolute. it's not cylindrical, it's just revolute. Revolute should be 1 degree of freedom. So let me make sure that I am on the outside. Bam. So we're looking good. Just gonna line her up. And basically that slack that you're seeing is the space for the flanges to go in there. For the bearings to go in there. Oh, that's what it is. Something like that. Okay, but why is it not capturing that position? Because I mean, that looks good. So it's maximum rotation. So it's maximum, and so that's why you have that cutout there. It's actually pretty helpful to see this. This is actually, I don't know if you guys know, but this is the first time I ever used this. Yeah, you can see why. It's like, here's, you know, the maximum. Oops. Here's the minimum. And then maximum is like -90 or something. Oh, so that's maximum -90. And then, well, obviously it's 90-90. There we go. Perfect. Even though it just re-snaps this thing over here. So what I'm probably going to have to do is I'm going to have to somehow group those together. Because for whatever reason it's not just snapping that into place. So let's go ahead and just... Oh, there it goes. Well, whatever happened, now it's snapped on there. Okay. So, yeah. It's definitely tweaked out as far as the rotation. I wish it would let me, like, zero everything. It's good enough. Alright, so the final one, that's kind of interesting that that worked pretty well, I think. Right here, so that's the outside, so let's just say that it's the outside. It doesn't really matter where this is, but this is also revolute. And
think it was because I had it in a weird spot. On the other linkage. What the hell is going on? There it goes. Okay. It's my brother. You guys heard that. Point. Okay, it's definitely not quite in the right position. So it should let me do that. Okay, one last time. Let's start from here then. Hey, let me do it. So let's take second arm. Oh. Now it should technically allow me to move this and it snaps it. Okay, there it goes. Bam! Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy, shoulder long, move, copy. Is it going to let me do it? Uh-oh. Oh. Save it. Start doing funky crap. Okay, shoulder long. Are you going to let me move it? There it goes. Flatten her out. Sure. Uh-oh. And second arm. Whoops. Oops. So what I'll do probably is I'll just end up just kind of matching whatever it looks like. Not unless I can move that revolute joint. Oh. Can I move that joint? What about this one? Okay, so let's do the last piece that I need to put in here. And that is the effector. Okay. And the effector is also going to have capture position. Let's just say that it's on this one or something. There, and some inside position there. Not quite. I guess I did it on the wrong side. Joint capture position. And then this side is going to be on this side. space. It actually looks relatively in the center. Okay, edit joint. Edit joint limits. Okay, minimum, maximum, minimum. Minimum would be, I can't really see when it hits. Minimum would probably be there. Maximum would probably be there. That's probably the maximum. Okay, go ahead and animate. Whoops, flip it. There we go. Stop. Okay. That's good. I like that. And the second one, I'm curious also about the limits on this guy, because you know it's basically going to tell us like what's the range that this joint can do. Let's go ahead and oh shit. Well, that's a problem. Let's go edit that joint. So yeah, basically, could I go backwards? Component 1 be this one. Meh. That will be it for this video. I'll do that in the next video. Alright, so this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it in this series and other series as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.